practice test, and I didn't think I was going to struggle, but I am. Gordon, I'm deeply honored that you asked me to speak, to address all of you with a few words, to celebrate Kathy Bowman and her life. Gordon called her his dearly beloved. I heard him say that many times. He asked me to keep this short. Enough of the short jokes. I met Gordon in 1990 in the office of the high school. We were both subbing that day. He wasted no time telling me one of his stories and invited me to church. I accepted, brought my young family there, meeting the exuberant Kathy Bowman, who was so excited having 2 new kids to teach in children's church. One of my first memories is their excitement about having my son John play the role of baby Jesus. They put him in a little manger. I don't know if you still have that, Gordon, for the Christmas play. So this holiday season, we're gathering close to count our many blessings and to commit to never forget those that we appreciate who have blessed us. Chief among those that have blessed me are Kathy Bowman. Since you're here today, all of you, I'm going to assume that you knew Kathy. And if you knew her well, you couldn't help but be impressed. She liked that word, didn't she, Gordon? By her always smiling, friendly, and happy demeanor. I don't think I ever knew anybody so supportive, so caring, and so committed to blessing others than Kathy Bowman. I never heard her speak a negative word. I believe that she woke up every morning with a smile and said to herself, "Who can I bless today?" Complaining was not in her nature. If you watched her face her many trials or challenges, you couldn't help but observe in amazement at her strength. I personally have never known anyone as selfless as Kathy. Who bore every burden, even her 5-year struggle with cancer, with such an indomitable spirit of positiveness. Gordon has said that the world is now poorer now that she's gone, and that's true. But aren't we all the richer for having known and been blessed? With all that said, I'm a teacher, so I'm going to involve you in a little bit of participation, if you don't mind. In my classroom, you would raise your hand, which you may do. But we're in church, so you can say amen. Please raise your hand or say amen if Kathy Bowman touched you in one of the following ways. I have to say amen to all of these. Kathy visited you and perhaps gave you a card, prepared a meal, or brought some small token of encouragement when she learned that you were experiencing sickness or loss, or were going through some trial. Amen. Amen. Kathy made one of her baby blankets for you.
Amen.
Kathy blessed you with her sewing skills otherwise in some way, such as mending or hemming, or even crocheting a blanket.
Amen.
Kathy had your name in her prayer book. She prayed for you, or for a dear one that she knew about. And God answered. Amen. Your name was on her calendar, and she blessed you by remembering your birthday. Amen. Kathy babysat you.
Amen.
Or your kids. Either at her house or daycare. Kathy taught you or your kids at children's church or in some other capacity.
Amen.
Amen. You were in Kathy's garden club, or were somehow touched by her love of gardening.
Thank you.
I get to see all the hands. This is a joy for me. Poor Gordon and his family up here can't see it. That's why I want you to say amen, so they can hear it. Kathy and Gordon responded to a call to aid as volunteers for the fire department to your house. Amen. Kathy supervised you or your kids on the playground or in a classroom at one of Eatonville schools. Amen. You knew of her great faith, and Kathy ministered to you spiritually, or perhaps you were in a Bible study group with her. You experienced Kathy's heart of gold and really knew that she cared for you personally and deeply. You have been touched by seeing Kathy and Gordon walking about town, holding hands, just as they probably did when they first met. Amen. You were otherwise blessed by knowing Kathy in some other way that I haven't mentioned. Well, can you hear Jesus say to Kathy Bowman up there, "Well done, good and faithful servant"? No, I can't. Can you hear Kathy say, "Come on, Alex, don't cry"? Like Timothy, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. There is now laid up for me the imperishable crown of righteousness, which the Lord will award to me on that day. And she'd say to me, Alex, come on now. There's more to it. You have to share the rest of it. But not only for me, but to all others who crave his appearing. And what might she say to us? Hey, run your race as I have run mine. Please join me in shouting a rousing amen in celebration of Kathy Bowman's life.